ask you about Tyson Fury in WWE. They're saying that there might be a possibility of delaying his fight with Wilder in February. You think that's a smart idea for him to invest?
First, watch this. See, you didn't know. Now I'm gonna
put us on.
Yeah.
We do a segment on Max on Boxing called the press conference, because this happens a lot after fights, and I like to put this on TV sometimes. But of course, now that you're all here, our camera guys aren't here, so we'll do it next time.
Appreciate it, Max.
Mike, see what's going on here.
Can you share your thoughts on Pat Day?
Yeah.
Think about, Kriegel did a piece on Pat Day and then had to update it after the fight. His father's a doctor. His mother was so scared about him boxing, she had to be convinced by his trainer, eventual trainer, to let him box. And then this happens, and the trainer's walking away from boxing. Like, he can't, at this moment, think about talking another kid into fighting. It's a dangerous sport, and what happens after ring tragedies is we all look for reasons why to defend boxing, right? So usually it's along the lines of, it takes kids off the street, it teaches discipline, but there's no defending it. Either, like, what we're really saying is we just love it. You know, it's not like the time to talk about how beautiful and compelling it is. It's dangerous. It may not be something you can justify in a civilized society, but we love it, you know, and we accept the fact that this happens, and we hope it doesn't. But I said it on Max on Boxing this week. They aired earlier today. There's been like a string of these this year, right?
Yeah. A couple of them, yeah.
And last year, and the year before.
Yeah.
And every year since I've been watching boxing. And every year since boxing has been in existence. Mm-hmm. And going forward, it's going to be the same thing. This is the sport that we love, right? People die in this sport. Mm-hmm. That's what happens. It's always been that way. And so what can you say? You have to, like, there's no I don't see the point in trying to morally reconcile it, right? You just have to accept it, that you love something that's dangerous and at its core kind of exploitative. Listen, I want, huh?
We've seen the NFL take. I'm sorry.
No, it's I get it. I had a mother who didn't want me to box, and probably she was smart, you know. Because here I am talking to you.
How do you think the city of Philadelphia did tonight promoting the fight?
What's that?
How do you think the city of Philadelphia did promoting this fight tonight?
Well, there was a good Ukrainian, you know, contingent here, but look, there's more inventory now in boxing. There are more of these level fights, like better fights than there used to be, all over the place. And it wasn't packed, but hopefully, when they hopefully, if it continues to deliver like this, like Spence and Porter, like Derevinchenko and Triple G, like Ruiz and Joshua, the crowds get bigger and bigger.
Are we ushering a new sport of boxing?
Gotta go.
Logan
I'm sorry. Cars are waiting. Cars are waiting.
Are we ushering a new era of boxing with Logan Paul, KSI making professional debuts, and then we got Brandon Marshall that I seen your segment make our...
No, there's always been kind of gimmicky stuff, and if they can sell tickets, good for them, you know?
But are you supportive of it? That's what
yeah, listen, this is America.
Okay.
Consenting adults can do as they please. If a crowd wants to watch and pay money for it, that's up to them. If these guys can, you know, it's not fair. These guys, these internet guys who aren't real fighters, they generate millions. And what about the real fight? Fair. It's what it is. They got people interested in watching them.
Yeah.
And so good for them. They're profiting off of it. And you know, by the way, there's showmanship coming into boxing, I think, as a result of noticing, UFC has production values, right? And it seems to juice kind of the younger generation.
Correct.
And so guys like Tyson Fury are trying to bring some kind of production value to boxing, and good for them.